Shelley Bonner. I'm president of the Garden Club of St. Augustine. The Garden Club was founded in 1926. It's a nonprofit community organization. We have about 250 members. We have meetings within circles. We have 10 circles, and we have 2 of those that meet at night. The other ones, 8 ones, meet during the day, either mornings or afternoons. We also have a general council meeting, usually on the second Wednesday of the month. And we meet during the year from September through May. We're very interested in education of responding to nature. So we do a pledge at each of our meetings where basically we say we are protecting the natural resources of the earth, and we're promising to promote education so that we are good caretakers of air, water, forests, land, and wildlife. So we are gardeners, yes. Some of us have our own gardens. Our clubhouse is now located at 3440 Old Moultrie Road. So we're off of Route 1 in St. Augustine. Some of you might have remembered the old waterworks building where we used to be. That was some time ago. And some of the meetings are held now because of COVID. We've been meeting via Zoom sometimes, and also with the warmer weather, we've been meeting in large outdoor gazebos, like either in some communities or at Mill Point Park or other parks.
Hi, my name is Sue Swain, and I'm co-vice president of the Garden Club of St. Augustine. And I'm glad to introduce you to some of the things that are available to you if you become a member of the Garden Club of St. Augustine. Anyone, anywhere in St. Johns County may become a member of the Garden Club of St. Augustine. There are no regulations, there are no requirements. You may just join if you're interested in hearing more about what we do. We'll be happy to inform you, to advise you, and you can pick the circle of your choice about which we spoke earlier. There are 10 circles in the Garden Club. You pick whichever one you would like to join, and available to you will be the resources of the Garden Club. We have a lovely library, and we also do programs throughout the season. We have many joint meetings of our groups, and we have circle meetings, which are scheduled, as Shirley mentioned before, throughout different days and at different times so that you can work it into your work schedule or whatever may be best for you. There is no cost to join the Garden Club. Circles do have individual fees, and they vary from circle to circle, and those are paid once a year. A big portion of that fee goes to support the Florida Federation of Garden Clubs, which is our mother organization for the state, and there is a National Garden Club as well. So I think that we would be delighted to have you contact us at our website, www.gardenclubofstaugustine.org, and we will immediately get back to you and give you any information you desire about the benefits to you and to us of your joining the Garden Club of St. Augustine. I'd like to take a moment, if I may, and talk about the time commitment that you might wonder about when joining a garden club. There is virtually no official time commitment. If you choose, you can just come to our meetings, partake of whatever the program is at that particular time from that circle or from the Garden Club of St. Augustine, and thereafter go home, think about it, use our library, whatever our resources are. But we do encourage you, and your circle will encourage you, to get involved in our community projects, about which we'll talk later, and to get involved in asking questions of your colleagues who are so well informed about not only floral design, but gardening and every aspect of gardening and what is available to you in the community as a devoted gardener. So we hope that you'll look us up. We hope that you'll give us a call, and we'd be enchanted to have you join us in the Garden Club.
So if you are already a gardener, joining a garden club like the Garden Club of St. Augustine would be helpful to you because you meet with other gardeners. You might gain information that you need, or give information that you're able to give, and advice and experience of gardening. Also, if you just are new to the area, joining a gardening club is very helpful, because especially if you come from another area of the country, Florida has its own, especially this area, has its own climate and rainfall and everything like that, else like that, and other considerations that is helpful to know as a gardener. All the importance of nature too, learning that as we do through the garden club is knowing about pollinators, knowing about other organizations that maybe do in gardens, like the Veterans Garden Project, and some of our circles in our community projects have gotten involved in doing gardens for like the Homeless Coalition, or in working at the garden at the Wildflower Clinic. And also we are, as a garden club, with the pledge that we do, to start our meetings, we do say that we are working to educate each other too, and we work with children in doing some projects too. We have done stipends to teachers for environmental related areas, and also we have done gardening with children to get them interested in it.
The Garden Club of St. Augustine has been involved in the St. John's community for over 70 years. It's amazing when you think about how long ago people had an interest in gardening and getting together and talking about the benefits of gardening. As a nonprofit, we do raise money, and we have a tour of homes which will be spoken about by Shirley. And that tour of homes brings in additional funding for us to use in our community. It is really important for us to give back, and we all feel very strongly about that. One of the programs that we're going to talk about when we finish this portion of this program is the Nature Detectives program, which is a wonderful partnership between the library system, the Friends of the Library, and the Garden Club of St. Augustine, and the two beautiful women who started this, Kathy Schneider and Marilyn Smith, have been doing it for over 10 years. It's throughout the library system in the summer, and I would say that 70% of Garden Club members participate in this involvement. They love working with the children. The children's librarians have been fabulous to us. And we reached out, I think last year, to hundreds of children. And the programs on pollinators are so popular within our community. But we'll talk about that a little more in a few minutes. What I wanted to give you a rundown on were some of the programs that of which you might not be aware that we do within the Garden Club. We give normally 6 college scholarships to graduating seniors or those seniors in St. Johns County who have already received a scholarship in a prior year. Those scholarships are $1,000 each. And they must be students who are outstanding. They put in an application, and we're thrilled to invite them to join us in April and award these applications, which we will be doing this year. We also send many children to Camp Wakiva, which is near Orlando. It is a Florida Federation of Garden Clubs sponsored camp. The year before last, of course last year we couldn't do it because of the pandemic, but the year before last we sent 20 needy children to Wakiva for a week, where they are immersed in nature, in gardening, in everything that kids, of course a lot of swimming in the springs, everything that children enjoy doing. In addition, we do stipends for teachers. We have an environmental program that has been ongoing for many, many years. We give $2,000 a year to various teachers, to several teachers. They turn in applications. We select those that we think are most beneficial to the children. And we've been amazed at what this community has done with the money that we have provided. We also do civic beautification throughout the community. We have many, many areas in the community from time to time, which we have planted and or refurbished and helped in other ways. Additionally, our 10 circles, most of whom do individual projects, and some of these have been mentioned before, but we have done the projects for the Council on Aging, not only in gardening, but in floral arranging for seniors. We have done projects at the D&B school to help children have sensory gardens. The projects that have been mentioned, the Coalition for the Homeless, we built gardens there and helped them have community gardens. Many, many efforts have been made in that area. Stipends to students to attend Seeking Environmental Education Through Knowledge are given annually, and that sends a high school student to a project which is usually done at one of the springs. Environmental educators from universities come out and show these children what they can do and how important it is to protect our environment, and what they as young adults can study in the future and how they can help their community.
The Tour of Homes is the big fundraiser for the Garden Club of St. Augustine. We have done tours for 50 years. They may have not been consecutive years, but we did some research at the Librarian, not the library, the historical library in town. Yeah, to kind of go through, and we might have skipped a year or so. But the tour had started out at the original Gardens Clubhouse, which was the old Waterworks building, and then from there went into a tour of homes within the community. And what we've been doing over the last couple of years, especially, is using 6 homes. We have a committee that contacts the homeowners. They try to get homes that are historical. They also get some modern homes. And over the last couple of years, we've been doing homes that are mainly in the Lincolnville area, because that's a convenient one for where we've had the tea for the last several years, and also the boutique, which is at River House. So 2019 was our best year. We made the most money that we ever had. It was a very big year, which was fitting since it was the 50th anniversary of doing the tour. But unfortunately, we could not run the tour in 2020 because of COVID. We do not know for sure what we will be doing in 2021. We are starting to seriously talk about that and check on that, but we want to do a tour that's safe, not only for the public, but also for our members. So do keep us in mind and look around for any advertisements or whatever, and we'll let you know as far as if we're doing just a tour of gardens or a tour of homes. The monies that we have raised for the tour of homes do go for our community projects. So that's how we are able to fund the nature detectives, the books and the materials used there, and how we're able to buy what we need for community gardens. Also, we as a club contribute to other worthy nonprofits. Like last year we did contribute to the Veterans Garden Project, which is a local group that builds gardens for veterans who may need that. It's like they do a raised bed garden. Also, the tour is great. We always have said that you hear the visitors going through the houses, and they're just looking for like little ideas or whatever. So they see something that maybe some of our members had done, and it's like, oh, I could do that, or they enjoy doing that, and they enjoy also seeing the houses. We do sell usually 1,500 tickets to the tour, and we've had people come from as far away on a bus trip as there was one that came out of Chicago. We also have groups coming out of the large retirement communities too. So plus individuals and people come back to do the tour year after year, which is always encouraging to hear.
Hi, I'm Kathy Snyder with Los Adelphos Circle.
And I'm Marilyn Smith, and I'm also with Los Adelphos Garden Circle.
We're both members of the Garden Club of St. Augustine, and you may have seen some of our programming through Sisterhood of the Traveling Plants, hence our matching aprons. This summer, we're doing our first virtual program with nature detectives, and our subject this summer will be dragonflies. And this book has been written specifically for us and is very timely in that it talks about not only dragonflies and the wonder that they pose to us as bioindicators, telling us that we have healthy water and a good area, good healthy area, but also because dragonflies are so interesting. They can hover like a helicopter, and they don't bite. If they bite, it's very mild, it's not anything big. But we want children to know more about this particular insect because it's a pollinator. And pollinators tie to of course, to our food sources. Marilyn's going to show you a couple books we've done in the past.
Could I add one thing about
Sure.
dragonflies?
Sure.
I know, boys and girls, if you're listening to this also, dragonflies are prehistoric. And I know many of you love prehistoric things. So that would be something you can add to what you discover at your local library about dragonflies. We've done this one about anoles, and this is all about lizards. We've done this program. We'll do it again someday. The artwork is stupendous, right? And the information is even better, so you'll love that. And I think you would love this one. These are all in your local library. Amazing Misunderstood Bats. And again, our author has won prizes for writing this book, and also the artwork and the photography, everything included. So these are wonderful books that you can catch up if you haven't been with us before.
Right. This is our fourth pollinator that
Yes.
we covered in the series.
We have 6.
And we will have, every child will get the book, the dragonfly book, as well as a dragonfly identifier, and so they can properly identify dragonflies in our area. This will all be part of a free packet that's provided by not only by the Garden Club of St. Augustine, but also by the Friends of the Library in the branch that you're near. So it's a cooperative program, and your folder will look much like this. It'll have a little nature detective pledge that you make to take care of the environment. It'll show you our pledge as garden club members that we take every time we meet.
Yes.
And we feel very seriously about it. And then there'll be all sorts of activities in these folders. And these folders will be going to your library branch in June. The program will air in July, and you'll be able to access it online. And I think it'll be a wonderful experience. We reach about 200 kids every summer.
We do. It's
And-
full of games and puzzles,
Right.
right?
And coloring sheets and making a dragonfly for your finger.
Yes.
So I think it'll be a lot of fun, and it'll give you a lot of good information and keep those little brains active during the summer, doing something that's really important for, not just for our environment here in Northeast Florida, but for the planet in general. So we're excited
We
about
are.
coming back with Nature Detectives, and we look forward to getting the materials out, and you'll see us again online.
Yes.